Oh boy. I had to light up my smoking apparatus at the start. You know how Lil Wayne would light up his blunt or whatever the heck it was when he was on a mic. Do you realize what it's like? Can you imagine what it feels like to experience being a fan of something where it consumed you? If not consumed you, it was on your mind almost on a weekly basis for 30 years. I repeat, 30 years. Not 3 years, not 5 or 2 or even 8 years. 10, no, 30 years. And when you first fell in love with that franchise, you wonder to yourself, will there be a follow-up? Will there be a continuance of this? This is so great to you. And at the same time that you're experiencing this, you're seeing people around your environment, all around you, even through TV, because at the time, it wasn't any internet, it was TV. All around you. And you see that they're passionate about this same franchise. So, the follow-up, the sequel happens, it comes out, and you see that's even better. It's like a drug almost, sad to say, but it pretty much is. Gives you that rush, that high. And every time you get that high, quote unquote, you hope that the next time it comes around, the next sequel, the next follow-up is even better. That it supplies you the same amount of feel-good endorphins, or whatever the hell they call it, dopamine, whatever. Seems like they changed the name however they want to, arbitrarily. Oxytocins or whatever. And then, when this is all going on, you're like, okay, the creators of this franchise, they seem to be in sync with me, because they have these ideas that pretty much are better than the ideas I had. And then you see it comes out with a live action movie. Oh my God. Now you're kind of let down because it doesn't incorporate certain key features that made it a novelty, that made it epic. But it was still portrayed well. And you're like, man, where could this go? Because this is great as it is, right? Fast forward. New technology emerges. And you're like, wow, this new technology is here. We're able to see things even better. The graphics are even better. Man, I wonder what this does, if this has any significance to my beloved franchise, the one that I can see the progression, the possibilities of what could be with this new technology. And no. So you get the picture, right? Only to see what you love be hijacked by greedy schemes and also infiltrated. And newcomers, the new generation or generations of fans who don't give a damn about the first stages, the first days, the inception of the franchise, come in and tell you that you're old, or maybe do something else. Maybe try something else. This isn't for you. And it seems that the developers of the franchise either no longer care, or it's not the same group of people. So you're left with this carcass, this hollowed shell of what it was, what it once was, what you fell in love with. In my scenario, in my case, in my life, my favorite franchise out of the Matrix and the Terminator, go figure, because all those other franchises were destroyed. Mortal Kombat. That was the love of my life. Outside of, chicks, of course, and getting money and other things too. But that was my favorite means of escapism besides the Matrix and the Terminator. I loved how dark it was. It was even sexy. It was very rebellious against the culture. It was counterculture. It was pushing the boundaries. Mortal Kombat was the punk rock. I'm just going to use that as an example. Was the punk of video games. I don't know if you guys know, and you more than likely do. Mortal Kombat is responsible for the rating system of gaming. It pushed the boundary. Now, I'm not for gore for just gore's sake. I'm not a gore addict. I don't need that in my life. I don't need that in my entertainment. But I do love combat, especially martial arts. And I do love realism. I love realistic graphics. I love the pushing of technology. I love what could be. I love epic stuff, things that are groundbreaking. I'll give you an example, like Terminator 2, one of my favorite movies, top 3. The technology used in that movie, the practical effects, it wasn't all CGI. And T-1000, that movie single-handedly revolutionized film, revolutionized cinema as far as CGI and the possibilities of what could be put on screen, what could be done, the effects, and also storytelling. One of the best story writings ever, in my opinion, top. It was groundbreaking. So things like that are things that I'm in love with, I'm a fan of, and that's what Mortal Kombat was. But today, I'm trying not to get canceled. It's very soy. It's very anti-male. It's very pro-soft. It's not attractive to those with high testosterone, naturally. I'll put it that way. Requires very little skill compared to how it was before in the original days. Now, honestly, guys, I'm always honest with you. I'm going off the cuff. This isn't written down. It's not practiced, performed, rehearsed prior to this. I'm just vomiting. Ew, let me take that back. I don't mean vomiting. I'm speaking. I'm freestyling. But it's all from the soul of what I've observed and what I go through every day pertaining to this franchise and other franchises too, the ones I spoke about before. But this video is about Mortal Kombat. It's like when all that you loved has been destroyed, where do you go from there? I haven't even continued to talk about the gameplay yet. The scrubbiness. I'm going to try to touch more on those in future videos. But what do you do? Also, what do you do when the world, it seems, is coming at you? You're the enemy for thinking this, for not thinking, realizing this. What do? You go on Twitter. Everybody hates you for saying what I'm saying or more. You're the enemy. The creator isn't paying attention to you, doesn't care. Even though the creator was there in the beginning, before you even knew about it. But they cater to this new generation. And if not the younger generation, the soy of people even in your age bracket. What do you do? That's the question.